No, I had a good one. We had this stupid thing. It was for like the Delaware Bay. You had to build a boat out of recycled materials, and I can't remember what we were called.
The Boy Scouts.
We had like it was something. It wasn't Welcome to the Jungle, but it had something to do with Guns N' Roses, and we wore like the full tiger face like T-shirts and everything. It's pretty lame.
You weren't a Boy Scout? Was that a Boy Scout?
No, it wasn't was I boy? I wasn't a Boy Scout.
Well, you were saying what was this for? I just assumed it had to be in a Boy Scout. There was a tiger. Was one of the levels.
I can't remember. No, it was called the Rock and Roll Recycling Regatta. That's what it was.
That's the Boy Scouts had the rain gutter regatta. That's where you had to build a little craft with the sail, and you had to down the regatta, and you almost passed out because it's probably about 40 yards worth of blowing this fucking thing down the.
Oh no, you had to paddle it yourself. You had to be able to ride it.
Oh yeah, okay. Wow, yeah. That seems a little more complex than the shit.
Much more complex.
The shit that the Weeblos had going on.
All right. Shit. Okay.
What do you mean, shit, man? We're recording. We're on.
We're recording.
This is the 410's podcast. When you don't
damn thing.
When you don't know it, I hit the goddamn record button.
It's the way it should be.
That's right. When you were talking about the your days of cleaning up the Delaware Bay and then polluting it again with your shitty whatever boats that you made, you paddled and you sunk them, and you swam around, you pooped in the goddamn river, and you jumped out.
Almost everything you said is completely accurate, because I definitely took a piss in the river, and we actually had we put the call out on the radio to see if anybody had any kind of recyclable materials, and some guy had these buckets that they use. They had medical grade iodine in them, which I think is actually a pollutant to the bay, and the medical grade iodine was used to put on the cow's teat, the nipple, to disinfect them so they could use them for the super sucker machines. One of those machines I'd like to get my hands on for a weekend or two, if you know what I mean. And so think about this. You're dipping a nipple in iodine. So how much iodine does it take? It was like a 60-gallon drum. Plastic 60-gallon drum. So how many nipple dips are in a 60-gallon drum of iodine?
Oof, God, that would be like a good, like you have the jars full of candy, and you say how many of these Reese's Minis are in here, and the closest without going. That would be a good winning. How many of these fresh or used teat nipples would you like?
How many nipples?
Well, we got 4 of those. We got 4 of those barrels. So 4 60-gallon barrels, and we put it in the water, and all the barrels, even though we had tied them all together, drifted apart within 30 seconds. That was the end of that story.
And you put the cherry on top by pissing in the water.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Poop. Okay, so if you, I get out into some sort of like open area of water, river or bay, living where I live about once to twice a year, I'd say, give or take. 90% of the time I piss in it when I'm in there.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Well, this is a matter of like, why wouldn't I? I don't know. I'm just trying to see, like, am I the minority in this?
No, because Alan, I imagine you take a leak in whatever body of water you choose to swim around in.
Shower. For the most part, yeah. Like, I mean, it's large natural bodies of water, 100%. Go for it.
So how many fish are in the sea? You know the old saying.
Exactly.
I mean, they're all taking a leak. They're all taking a dump. Blue whale can fill up like a swimming pool with a little bit of splooge. So
yeah. And how many nanoplankton are eating on the bacteria out of your pee, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
You're given to the earth.
It's really nutrients if you're thinking about it.
Chesapeake Bay and Delaware River nutrients.
Nutrients.